Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Irfa Akrom from Accounting Grade 3 Class Akhir. Today I will presentation to complete my subject methodology of NPAT. The title of my presentation is Treatment of Income Accounting at BMT-AL HUDA. Let's begin to structure and content. The number one is introduction, the second is literature review, and the third is research method. Let's begin to part one, introduction. Background. Cooperative as one of the business entities started from the welfare of each member, in particular and society in general, and participate in building and within the national economic order in order to create and advance just and prosperous society based on Pancasila and the 1945 Constitution, MKUKN 20 and 15, concerning two general guidelines for accounting for cooperative in real sector, explain that cooperative entities in the preparation and presentation of their financial statement refer to the financial accounting standard for entities without public accountability, or SAK ETAP. The basis of revenue recognition according to SAK ETAP uses the accrual basis. Under the accrual basis, items are recognized as asset, liability, equity, income, and expense, or element of financial statements when they meet the definition and recognition criteria for this item. Next, if there is an error in the treatment of income, it will affect the information presented in the company's financial statement and will affect management decision making. The BMT-AL HUDA cooperative is one of the cooperatives located on Jalan Gondang for Wonosobo BMT-AL HUDA provides service and saving and loan units to the community. The existing service unit at BMT-AL HUDA include the saving and loans unit and the service unit for the welfare of its member. One of the important things that can be done in the recognition and measurement of income which must be in accordance with SAK ETAP. If the recognition and measurement of revenue is wrong, there will be an unfair value in the calculation of the results of its operation. The importance of income for a cooperative as well as problems that might rise during recognition and measurement, so that it can affect the quality of financial performance, which will have an impact on decision making. Therefore, in writing this final project, the author took the title Treatment of Income Accounting in BMT-AL HUDA Cooperative in 2021. A formulation of the problem. First is how is accounting treatment of income, which includes the recognition, measurement, recording, and presentation in the financial statement according to the policy of the Wonosobo BMT-AL HUDA Cooperative. Second is the policy used by BMT-AL HUDA Wonosobo Cooperative regarding the accounting treatment of income in accordance with SAK ETAP. Purpose of the research. The first is to find out the accounting treatment of income which includes recognition, measurement, recording, and disclosure of income at the BMT-AL HUDA Wonosobo. Second, to compare the income accounting treatment of the Wonosobo BMT-AL HUDA Cooperative in 2020 with SAK. The benefit of the research. The first is for writers. The author can find out how the BMT-AL HUDA Wonosobo Cooperative in obtaining income in one accounting period and aiding knowledge and insight the application of income accounting treatment that has been knowledge based on SAK. Second is for corporate. Provides income accounting treatment information in accordance with applicable financial accounting standards, as well as material for weighting and input for the cooperative which is then used to make decisions. And third, for Semarang State Politeknik, aiding reference and information for students, especially in accounting department, and as consideration for the preparation of the final project with the topic of income accounting trade. The part two of the presentation, literature review. The first is definition of income. According to SAK ETAP 2016, page 2.22, income is income that arises in the course of the ordinary activities of the entity and known by different names such as sales, rewards, interest, dividends, royalty, and rent. The Martini et al. 2018, page 150. Income is income that is derived from the company's main operating activities. For example, selling goods for trading companies or manufacturing companies and service provision activities for service companies. The next is identify transaction revenue. Here's with our 2018, page 227 and 270 explain accounting for income that arises as a result of transaction or even as follows: sales, service contract, long-term contract or construction, and other income. The next is revenue recognition in SAK ETAP 2016, page 8. It is written that recognition of income is the direct result of the recognition of assets and liabilities. Revenue recognition in the report profit or loss in the increase in future economic benefit led to an increase in an asset or a decrease in a liability has occurred and can be measured readily. The next, income measurement according to SAK ETAP 2016, page 20.3, an entity must measure revenue based on the fair value of the payment received or accrued. The fair value does not include the amount of sales discount and sales discount. Fair value according to Martin et al. 2018, page 204, is the price to be received, sell an asset, or paid to transfer a liability in an ordinary transaction between market participants and the measurement date. The next is revenue records. According to Harry 2015, page 40, to determine the exact amount of income and expense in the right period, there are two options that can be used and the basis for recording accounting. Namely, the first is cash-specific recording. Cash-specific recording. Revenues and expenses will be reported in the income statement in the period in which the cash in present or revenue or cash in paid for expense. The second is accrual basis recording. Revenues or expenses will be reported in the income statement in the period in which they are incurred, regardless of cash inflows or cash outflows. Next is served income statement. According to SAK ETAP 2006, page 5.1 until 5.2, an entity presents an income statement for a period with its financial performance during that period. The income statement includes all items of income and expense recognition in a period unless SAK ETAP requires otherwise. The last part of this presentation is part 3, rigid methodology. The data classification. Type of data by their nature divides by 2. The 1 is quantitative data, and 3 is qualitative data. The quantitative data, according to Cookie 2013, Page 126. Quantitative data are usually summed up with numbers. This kind of data is usually the result of transformation of qualitative data that has tailored difference. Quantitative data used in this final project is the form of income data received during 2020, calculation of the remaining operating income or SAK, and the number of members of the Wonosobo BMT-AL HUDA cohort. Second is qualitative data. Qualitative data is data related to grouping or characteristics that cannot be measured in size. In other words, qualitative data is expressed in form of words of description that have meaning. The types of database source. The one is primary data. Primary data, according to Aswar 2011, page 91. Primary data is data obtained directly from research subject by reading measurement tool or data retrieval tool directly on the subject as source of information shown. And secondary data, according to Aswar 2011, page 91. Secondary data is data obtained through other parties, not directly obtained by researcher from the research subject. Secondary data that will be used are financial statements in the form of balance sheet, calculation of operating result, general description of company, organizational structure, and scientific information data. The method of collecting data. The one is literature review, the second is document search. The writing method, one is description, descriptive methods, and second is exposition method. I think this is the end of my presenting. I'm sorry if there are mistakes on my speaking. Assalamualaikum